What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Locked On Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay Area. We're back. We're previewing Sharks at Rangers. The Rangers should have used the hashtag. Instead of their hashtag is play like a New Yorker, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, the Flyers one's worse.
Yeah, but it's still dumb.
It's still bad. They're both bad.
The Rangers should have gone with, hey, I'm skating here. Way better.
My favorite New York pizza. Went to
Sparrow. Oh, man. Yeah. The Rangers.
You're Locked On Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I'm your host, Kyle Demetrius. Back with me, as always, is JD, the Staten Island to my Long Island.
Sure.
Those are both trash islands.
That makes sense for us.
We are a trash island. It's one big trash island.
I'm sad if I think about that one in the Pacific Ocean.
That's a garbage patch, not really an island. More of a conglomerate, less of a geological area. I don't want to be the garbage patch. Get out of here. I guess you could describe Staten Island as a garbage patch. I don't know if you've ever been.
I don't think so. Anyway,
Staten Island. SNL did a really funny sketch called "Walking in Staten." There was a "Walking in Memphis" parody. It was just like 3 weeks ago. It was really funny, actually. Anyway,
Rangers.
Think of the Sopranos. The Rangers, yeah, aka the Blue Shirts. Very creative alternate nickname.
Back in the 20s or whatever.
Back in the original 6, when they were the only blue shirt team. Oh wait, never mind. The Leafs exist. It'd be like the Red Wings call themselves the Red Shirts. The Red Coats. They should call themselves the Red Coats. That's never been done in American history before.
Just really lean into the Red Coat. I like it. So
they should have been the Boston Red Coats, not the Boston Bruins, and just been assholes for their entire life. Just lean into it. Anyway, the Rangers are legitimately the best team in the league. You could say Carolina. If you go by overall points, they are fourth. They have 50. So I guess they're not the best team in the league. I just straight out lied to everybody. I'm retiring from podcasting. They're in the top 99th percentile. They're very, very good.
They're very good at hockey. Yes.
Yeah. They're very good. Wow. When you dig into a little bit of stats here, they're only 19th in goals at 2.84. And 29th in shots on goal, 28.4. But their power play is 10th in the league. Their shooting percentage is 12th in the league. They don't win a lot of faceoffs, and then they only allow the fourth amount of goals in the league. They only allow 2.5. They allow 31 shots, which is 16th. Their penalty kills 4th in the league at 85. They don't take a lot of penalties comparatively to the rest of the league. They're tight. They do a lot of stuff. Igor Shesterkin is awesome, probably the leading Vezina candidate right now, maybe. Adam Fox is the reigning Norris winner. They still have Artemi Panarin on this team. They have Mika Zibanejad on this team. They have game changers, and the Sharks just played a bunch of poo. So,
yeah, they are a very young and good team, and that doesn't give up a lot of mistakes. And then whenever you make a mistake, they know how to capitalize it. So this is going to be a very interesting game for the Sharks. The Sharks played them once already if I remember correctly, it was on back-to-back after playing the Islanders. This was in December, and they lost 1-0 in that game. A game which they played really well with them, and they just weren't able to kind of squeak out a win. But in that game, the Sharks had 28 shots to the Rangers 27. It was the power play was the big difference, where the Rangers were 1 of 3, and the Sharks were 0 for 2 on the power play. And I think, I could actually see kind of a similar game, especially with the Sharks, where they want to play that more defensive structure, and it's just whichever team blinks first. And I mean, other than the Rangers do have the edge in most places, but I think the Sharks structure, if they play like they played against the Red Wings, could keep them in this game. So
Yeah, and I think if they play like they did against the Red Wings, where the defensive effort was there, and they're getting a lot of shots, and they're gonna compete. I just don't know.
They just have the top end horses.
Yeah, and I don't know if they can force their game plan onto a team as good as the Rangers. Like, I don't have high hopes for this, obviously. It's the Rangers of all teams. And the Rangers these days are lining up like this. Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, Capo Caco on their top line. Panarin, Strome, Alexis Lafreniere on their second line. Greg McKegg, the man for the arm for a leg and the leg for an arm. Kevin Rooney and Philip Hedl across their third line. I've never heard of any of these people on the fourth line. Tim Gettinger, Morgan
Tim
Barron.
Gettinger?
Yeah, the Morgan Barron and the Johnny Brodzinski. Wait, is Johnny Brodzinski the Brodzinski that played for San Jose?
I think so. They're also, I know they're dealing with a couple COVID guys too. Like,
we'll get there. We'll get there. Defense: Ryan Lindgren, Adam Fox, arguably the best defenseman in the league. Keandre Miller and Jacob Trouba, Jared Tenorti and Patrick Nemeth. Their goalies are obviously Alexander Gorgiev and Keith Kincaid because Shesterkin has COVID. Barclay Goodrow. No comment?
COVID.
So. No, I don't know. It's Barclay Goodrow. You love shitty random Sharks.
Hey, that guy.
That guy was a 1C in this league, and you put some respect on his goddamn name.
On his name. Yeah, won us a playoff series. So,
but he's got the vid.
He's got the vid.
Ryan Reeves has Rona. Julian Gauthier also has Rona, and then they just straight up have Dryden Hunt, who cares, on IR, and Sammy Blais on IR, who's kind of a loss. So, we're recording this Tuesday post Red Wings game because I'm going on a date tomorrow. With my girlfriend. Her flight got delayed. She hasn't left the continent yet. So Shesterkin, Gauthier, Reeves, Goodrow, they could be back. I'm not up to date on their COVID status. I don't care. Personally, it's too much work. I have a life. I need to put other information in my brain.
And the Kings not the Kings. The Rangers are gonna be well rested because they played the Kings on Monday at home. They did lose to the Kings, but gonna be well rested coming into this game as well. So as that's weird. They have to fly out to San Jose and then fly back to play the Flyers. That's kind of a brutal little wrinkle in their schedule. So
neat.
Yeah.
Adam Fox is gonna hurt them. Here's my official analysis of this game. The Sharks are going to get damaged.
Ugh. Actually, sorry, scratch that. They played the Kings in LA. My bad. But anyway, it's going to be it's going to be tough for the Sharks. Like if they have to get their power play going, I think, to have a chance to win this game, right? And it's been, they finally scored against the Red Wings, but it has not been sharp. I think they're like 2 of their last 20 or something like that. So a 10% clip is not going to get it done for you, especially against an elite team like the Rangers.
Yep. I don't
disagree.
No notes. That was perfect. No notes. I just don't know how many times we can say, this team is really good. The Sharks are going to have their work cut out for them before we sound like a broken record. I think a more interesting conversation would be to look at the Sharks. And I think it's time to look at Noah Gregor and see maybe what does John Leonard do? What does Noah Gregor do that John Leonard couldn't? And if you say speed, John Leonard's not the slowest guy on earth.
No, he's not the slowest guy. Yeah, and like John Leonard's good defensively. We saw that, last year where he's definitely had to work on his puck battles and all that fun defense, stuff that coaches love to eat up.
But he wasn't getting caved in.
He's not getting caved in and stuff like that. And I think he's been starting to find his scoring touch a little bit in the AHL. I know he's been kind of racking up some assists down there. But I don't know if he saw, because the biggest thing with the Sharks right now is they need more actual scoring. And I don't know if he solves that issue right now compared to what Noah Gregor is doing, because I think they're kind of similar players right now. Gregor's definitely more speedy, but can't hit anything at the moment. But I don't know if John Leonard, he hasn't shown the scoring rate down at the actual scoring goals rate in the AHL right now to actually, I think, warrant maybe trying to replace him. But
Noah Gregor can't score shit for shit.
But Noah Gregor can't score. Yeah,
he can't score. I just at this point, I maybe you just got to be like, hey man, you got to score to stay up. I just maybe John Leonard isn't the answer. Maybe it's Joachim Blichfeld. I don't know, but I think they need a little more out of Noah Gregor, do they not?
Yeah, they do. I mean, Rudy could be back for this game, I believe, is what Shang Peng reported on Tuesday. So Rudy could be back. If not, I think Rudy could be making his return on Saturday. But he has been practicing, and we know ballsters can actually score. We've seen that. I've seen it with my own eyes. He can score. So maybe that just might be the answer there too of getting Rudy. I don't think Rudy should jump back into a top 6 role, but if he's on your third line.
But when you look, I know. But when you look at it, Noah Gregor's in.
They're
a top
all
6
third line
right
players.
now. Yeah. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think maybe cycling back to a John Leonard maybe isn't the worst thing because Nieto's not the answer, Cogliano's not the answer, Veal's not the answer, Pedersen, Merkley, Weatherby.
Put some respect on Veal's name.
He's probably scored more goals than Noah Gregor has
lately. Yes,
3, I think. But like when you look at Barabanov, Hurtelmeyer, Dahlin, Couture, Gregor. You gotta need. It's tough because I like a lot of the things he does. He's got all of the tools in his toolbox, and he's just got no instructions on how to put them together at this point.
Yeah, and like going back, so pulling up Leonard's. So Leonard has for the Barracuda. So he's got 4 goals this year. He scored 2 goals basically since the beginning of November.
Okay, so maybe he's not the answer.
It's just
Who else is on that squad?
Other guys who've scored a lot of goals. So actually, Scott Reedy, who's up with the Sharks right now, has 14 goals. Blichfeld's got 11. Hubblewalks has got 8. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Hubblewalks back in there because I thought he did a lot of the same stuff that Gregor does, but he didn't get scored right away. But you saw that there. Like I would actually like to see Hubblewalks kind of get another shot on that line. So if we assume the lines are going to be somewhat similar to what we saw against the Red Wings, where you had the Hurdle, Meyer, Barabanov, and then you had Couture, Dahlin, and then I would put Hubblewalks there instead of Gregor and see because I feel like that Dahlin Couture works really well, and maybe just getting that speed of Hubblewalks on there, and maybe he can put one home. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to do something because like we just looked at it.
You got to. I think you have to swing for the fences for goals on this game.
Yeah, you're not. Well, just even going forward,
yeah,
you can't cycle in any of those bottom 6 guys. They're just not the answer. So maybe I think you're right with Hobgovax. He could be a little shot of energy. I think the bigger question here is long term. Are any of these guys the answer? I think maybe John Leonard because he played last year and it was decent, but I don't know if any of these guys are the answer long term.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have Kevin Labanc, who died, and now they have $7 million. Now they have $7 million in cap space.
Yes, which I mean, so kind of a little bow on that. So I guess they picked an arbiter, playing too much Halo, but they don't have a date or anything like that. So yes,
I don't know what's going to happen. Who gives a shit? It's going to resolve
basically.
itself.
We are both. Whatever.
Go live in Edmonton, you clown.
Have fun.
Enjoy.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's I think right now that's just going to be kind of a dead spot until some of these young guys can start. They're
just let's just put it out there. They're just keeping it warm for E5. No, William
E5.
How quickly you forget, you infidel.
E5 is going to be line 1, baby. What are we talking about? So,
so then they're keeping it warm for Alexander Barabanov to drop back down. I was just saying. I just think there needs to be, if you're not going to change out Cogliano, Nieto, Bonino, Weatherby, Merkley, Pedersen, like those guys are all just going to be down there. It's fine.
Yep.
And then you got to start asking questions of that spot because I just don't think you can keep going with it the way it is and not be getting anything out of it because we just watched Gregor fling a bunch of shots at the net. And none of them were even close to going in.
Open net golden chances, and
they either missed the net or they're right at the goalie. So
you gotta put those away if you're gonna stay in the NHL. You gotta put those away. And like you said, he's got all the tools in the world, but he's just he can't read the instructions right now. So
and I'm guessing that we're thinking Aiden Hill because James Reimer I think is close. They said or something like that he's.
I think he's a possibility. They retroactively put him on IR to save some, kind of save those pennies for the cap. But he could be back for Thursday. If not, I would assume he'll be back for either the Rangers game or the Penguins game, and I think they're definitely gonna need him for those games if they want to have a chance. So
I think Hill gets to start against the Rangers.
Yeah, I wouldn't, especially because I mean, other than the soft goal he gave up, I thought he played pretty well, and so yeah, that was a pretty soft goal. But
Yeah, it doesn't really bother. It is what it is with Aiden Hill. He's playing better than he was before, but he's not the best, and maybe it's a longer process, but he's just not it right now.
yeah,
If I had to bet how many goals Aiden Hill will let in on Thursday, or Friday, who cares?
whatever.
Where can I go?
Bet online. I think I would take the under if it's me. I think I would go the under just the way these two teams play. I think it's going to be a close one, especially if the Rangers are kind of dealing with the COVID stuff. But Bet online, they've got you covered for all your gambling needs. Their website right now, new and updated desktop for the new year, or on their mobile website. So you can go check them out. Sign up today and receive a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use the promo code LOCKEDON to get started. From football, basketball, hockey, boxing, UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for 2022, especially the NFL playoffs this weekend. One of the best gambling weekends of the year. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. Is Ryan Merkley going to stay, you think?
He's gotta.
Right? Are we going to get the beautiful... I know people are like...
The Holy Trinity?
Well, people are like, I don't know about all these, like... These dudes aren't going anywhere. Like, Brent Burns is here for another 4 years. Erik Karlsson's here until the sun crumbles. And Ryan Merkley is a first-round draft pick. These guys aren't going anywhere. You might as well just get used to playing them, and like Shang says, like,
just assemble the Triforce.
Yeah, it's like, it's like Shang. When I had Shang on, he was like, "Well, Merkley's here to play power play minutes," but it's like they played him, Karlsson and Merkley, on the power play together. And again, it's like you got to figure it out with these three guys, or else just trade Merkley because he's just going to waste back there. So. Yeah, who do you? I mean, Vlasic played 10 minutes. Do you think Vlasic will be his partner and probably get a little bit more minutes, right?
Aren't they?
Hopefully, Middleton's back. I think
they're putting Magna with Karlsson.
Yeah, I think that's just a placeholder till Middleton gets back. So.
Well, then Magna is Merkley's like personal valet in the AHL.
Yeah, so, this is the first time I can really remember where they haven't played together, where Merkley was in the lineup. So.
I think Middleton comes in, drops into his Erik Karlsson spot, and then I think you see Vlasic stay, but maybe not. I mean, he only played 10 minutes and was decent.
Yeah.
He wasn't really that bad.
I think I'd like to see Šimek with Merkley because I thought Šimek's been playing really well the past few games as well. So. But I mean, I know Vlasic's going to get a little bit longer rope, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Šimek with Merkley. So
yeah, I just want to see Ryan Merkley stay in the lineup and given chances. He play on the power play, given opportunities to play, given not like 8 minutes. It's not an opportunity.
I think that 15-16 minute mark right now, especially when you have when you have Karlsson and Burns kind of eating up those right side minutes, but like that 15-minute mark, that's like the perfect mark where he's getting an opportunity, gonna be able to do some stuff, but you're not like putting too much on him too quickly,
Yep, I agree. Just have the holy trinity out there, the Triforce. Just do it. You gotta rip the Band-Aid off.
I want to see overtime with all three of them. Burns going forward.
That'd be amazing. It's overtime. There's no real like forwards defense. You just kind of like stand around. There's three of you. That would be sick if they did that. That would be nasty. That would be awesome. I would just combust into little pieces. It'd be so sweet. You're gonna have to rip the Band-Aid off and go with Burns, Karlsson, Merkley. You're just gonna have to do it. There's no two ways around it.
You might as well do it this year in what's probably going to be a lost year, and then next year you hit the ground running. You have got Eklund coming in. You got
bingo. Okay, what's your prediction for Ranger Sharks?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Rangers. I think it's gonna be a very close game, but I just think the top end talent of the Rangers is gonna be a little bit too much. Even though Hurdle has been a man on fire and has been, literally is the third star of the week this week. But like I said, I just think there's just a little bit too much talent with the Rangers right now.
I'm going 5-2 Rangers.
Oof, crushing those souls. So
it's the Rangers. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, if you would like,
who's scoring for the? You got the score.
Tima.
Always.
And Barabanov.
Yeah. Give me.
Doesn't really score a lot, but
You know, give me an Erik Karlsson goal.
Oh yes. Like
A man of your heart. At least that'll give us something to talk about.
A man after my heart. Yeah. Yes.
If you want to listen to Erik Karlsson talk for 35 minutes, please subscribe.
I'm going to release the Karlsson cut one day. It's going to be an hour podcast of just me talking about Erik Karlsson by myself. There's no edits, nothing. Just a stream of consciousness. Sick. That'll be awesome. I'm gonna buy an Erik Karlsson jersey for my birthday, I think.
Oh, you don't have an Erik Karlsson jersey? Oh.
No.
Mm.
I want a throwback one. It's very specific. I would love one though. That's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway, if you'd like to give us a prediction of the game, you can do that at Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Locked On Sharks on any of them. We'll answer. We'll reply. We'll respond. We'll reply. If you have some weird idea, you can throw that at us at the internet. Email lockedonsharks@gmail.com. If you haven't emailed us, thank you for your service. You can hear us at Amazon, Spotify, Apple, the usuals. You can watch us if you're into that kind of thing. No king shaming here at Locked On Sharks. Locked On Sharks, YouTube. We're at 520 or something like that. We're marching towards 600. We're on our way.
On our way to 1,000, baby.
1,000 because we want money.
Yes.
Give us that cheddar, Bob.
Yeah.
JD has a family to feed.
My boys are getting bigger. Yes.
Exactly. JD's at my fry hole.
Kyle is at Kyle Demetrius. Thank you for making us your first listen. Go check out Locked On Rangers, Locked On Penguins. Will Scouch is going to be joining us next week as we kick off draft season here at Locked On Sharks, because that's what we do. And we're gonna go find William Eklund a friend. That's our goal this season. So, and go check out Locked On Bets, especially with the NFL playoffs this weekend. It's one of the best gambling weekends of the entire season. And we're at some other great podcasts like
Locked On Browns.
Ooh, I'm sure that one's fun right now with the Will
Why
they,
not?
won't they with Baker Mayfield? That sounds fun.
They will.
They will. Who doesn't?
Who wouldn't?
Who
among us?
Bye, friends.
Yeah.